Hi, and welcome to the Intervino School of Wine, and today we're going to be looking at acidity in our A to Z of wine. Acidity is one of the three tastes that's present in wine. The word makes it look a bit barbaric and not something very qualitative, but acidity is the word we use in the wine world to describe the sour taste. It's important to look at each taste in isolation. So, what does acidity taste like? For this, you're going to need to think of lemon juice or biting into a lemon. What happens? Well, we have our palate that's awakened, that's brightened and feels cleaned. Our glands then rapidly create very liquid saliva. You kind of get the impression of having your palate cleansed with fresh, crisp water. Of course, you will not feel acidity like this in this intensity with wine. It's going to be more subtle, and it's also going to be muddled up with the other tastes and with the other flavors you're going to have on your palate. So it's not always super easy to focus on this single taste, but this is what you need to try to do. So how are you going to isolate this taste, and how are you going to rate it? To examine the acidity of a wine, you're going to taste it and mark it on a scale of 0 to 10, or low to high if you prefer. Whatever scale you prefer to use, imagine water being a 0 or super low off the scale. Then on the other end, we have lemon juice that's a 10 or off the scale high. So where would you situate the acidity of the wine? You mark that down. If it's low, of course, you can describe the wine as having a low acidity. But in the wine world, the ideal way to describe it is as flabby. Then moving up the scale, we have a fresh wine, medium acidity. Then we've got crisp. And then we have zesty wine for a wine with a high acidity. So is acidity good or bad? The acidity in wine is good, and it's super important, firstly for matching with food. Originally, wine was made to sit alongside food, and with food, the acidity of a wine is important. It's going to cut through the fatness of certain dishes and refresh the palate. It's going to blend perfectly with certain acidic dishes. But that's not all. Acidity is also essential for aging wine. As a wine ages, its acidity slowly decreases. If you want to enjoy a wine with a bit of age, it's going to need good acidity to start with, or you're going to end up with a flabby wine. Plus, this acidity is an antioxidant, which means it slows down the aging process. No acidity, and your wine will age super quickly and become undrinkable. And that's it. We've looked at what acidity in the world of wine means and how you detect it on your palate. I hope it's a lot clearer for you, and do look out for it next time you taste wine.